Hello guys, how's it going? Anyways, so fire. But first off, big thanks to Kim and all the people for the weekend. Had a great time. Went to a markets and had a little table there, so that was pretty awesome. And I got to show off my new prototype thing. Now, just give me a second. I'll see if I can just, there you go. Okay. It's still a bit cold, but little vest and jeans. Still prototyping. Bit of lace detail down the bottom. It looks all great because it's chlorinated, which makes it a lot easier to get into. So, still cold here in the mornings, guys. Oops. Excuse that. Oop. We'll hot up during the day. Now, Australia is a very unique country, and currently we are on a total fire ban. Now, some people are kind of casual about it, but we've had really dry, hot winds, and even a small durry butt can actually cause a significant fire. We have fires in the north coast and the south coast, and emergency services, police and fire and ambos are out there battling it. And this is pretty common in Australia, and a lot of people saying, oh my god, global warming, oh my god, emergency, crisis. But the thing is, I remember being a little pusscat, not yet into rubber, and I remember there being fires when I was living in Noosa, because that's just the way the Aussie outback is. It gets dry, things catch on fire. In fact, a lot of our Aussie native trees cannot actually reproduce without being exposed to intense fire. Hence why we have back burning, because not only that, but there's a lot of nutrients that go back into the earth after burning the bushes and all that stuff, and it goes back in a lot faster because it gets broken down, it gets soaked up and all that. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean you just go randomly setting fires in fire season. There's a total fire ban because about 10 people lost their homes on the north coast. There's a lot of homes endangered down at O'Reilly's, down the Gold Coast. And be careful with your durry butts, guys. I mean, I think about it, it's a good time to give up smoking, because I even had my backyard catch on fire. I think someone idly threw a durry butt there as I was walking by or something like that. Not cool. So, total fire bans, no open fires. Fires need to be contained if you're doing a spit roast or something, which I did do on the weekend, which was awesome. Yum. And just be aware and be alert for that. Get your old dried leaves and twigs and all that sort of stuff, and compost them and get rid of them safely. And just be aware of your back garden and keep an eye out for people, because fire. You don't want people to lose their homes and all that. So just morning, Henrika. And just be aware, it's going to be dry and windy for another couple of days. The dust storm's been hectic as well, paying up for my sinuses. So even though it looked like I was actually sick last week, I was actually had a lot of things blow up my nose and was playing havoc with my immune system and my sinuses. But so far, I'm back to work. So I'll be doing this more regularly again. So that's the thing about the Aussie outback. And I was still wearing latex all this time, hot, windy, dry, uncomfortable, but still, if you love it, you love it. So also be aware and water your plants, because they will dry out a lot faster. My plants have been dying a bit because I admit I've been neglecting them a little. But now that I'm back on a routine, I'll be able to work it back into, what I'm doing. So be careful. No throwing durry butts away. No open fires unless properly contained. Have a hose nearby, guys. You know, have consideration for the fireys and the ambos and all that. And don't buy into all the BS about, you know, the fires now are a result of, you know, climate change. It could be just a result of someone being really careless and, you know, throwing their durry butts away. Or I think one fire down in Canberra a while ago was started, or one of the bushfires was started because one person decided, oh, I'm going to burn my lover's letters, and just leave it there and let it burn. In Australia, where there's bushfires. This is Australia. We have bushfires. We have eucalyptus plants, which, you know, the oils are highly flammable, and we have pines where they're highly flammable. This is Australia, guys. You know, don't do it unless it's properly contained in an appropriate environment where you have things nearby where you can control the fire. And I mean, like, overdo it with the precautions. Talking to the forest that came after we put the fire out, I was like, dude, open fire, why? We're in Australia. And they're like, oh, I know, but you imagine how many people just go, oh no, I'll just have an open fire, I'll just burn stuff in my backyard. You can't do that. Check up with your local council, guys. Yes, yep, totally, Henrika, totally. I've got to put more mulch down on my plants and move some of the old dead stuff and use that for composting and underneath. So totally use I've got some rainwater, which is a good thing. I can use that. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Back to the daily grind. I still got a bit of sinusy stuff from all the wind and that. Hopefully it'll settle down. The big dust storm and all that. Take care of your plants, take care of you. Be fire aware, guys. And you know, think about those guys who are north and south coast, and also our farmers out back where it's really, really dry and it's really windy. Some of their crops might fail, so keep an eye out for that. Really concerned about those farmers, and one of my friends in particular. You know, hope everything goes well with them. See you guys. Bye.